3 rounds of discussion with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first from a Zoom call in Columbia, South Carolina, Matthew, aka the Unbreakable Spirit. And his opponent from a Zoom call in Atlanta, Georgia, Daniel, aka the Executioner. Take it away, Matthew.
Thank you, Jesse, for that wonderful introduction. Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode number 58 of Allies with the Unbreakable Spirit
and the Executioner
Daniel Travis.
Fuck!
Suck it.
Motherfucker.
I knew a small window of opportunity. Anyways, you guys know the shtick. Let's get to it.
Topic number 1.
Does Tony Khan need to keep hiring new?
And number 2.
The NXT Premium Live events are going mobile again starting in 2023.
And number 3. Prediction battle.
Deadline prediction battle. But that's topic 3. Let's hop into topic number 1, and it's me. So we don't know why I went Mario there, but we'll just get roll with it.
Yes, okay.
Alright, so first let me start the timer before I forget.
Yeah, that's always important.
Okay, so I don't think he needs to be honest.
My honest take, I'm really honest here. I don't think Tony Khan needs to hire, whether it's ex-WWE talent, whether it's ex-TNA talent, because quite frankly, Tony Khan has such a big roster from just Ring of Honor and literally all of the AEW current roster that you already have such a big talent, big roster pool.
Yeah, and I'm not saying he doesn't know how to run a company. AEW was hot for a good while.
True.
But it's the fact that he owns 2 wrestling companies that makes me have a problem with it.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be honest here, guys. I'm really honest. I honestly think Tony Khan should do the smart, logical thing here and have, put Ring of Honor on like a streaming service or get their own streaming service or something. But I also think that he has such a big roster that he should just have Rampage and Dynamite be their own separate brands. But I mean, if he wants to create another world,
there are titles for both shows, and if one of them superstars or main event, they don't need a championship.
Because I feel like for AEW, honestly, their big show is Dynamite, their SmackDown is Rampage, and Dark Revolution are probably their main event superstars. Elevation. Yeah. But see what you could do, and this is just my honest take, is have the ROH World Title be the top title for Rampage or something. Just an idea. I don't know. But
yeah.
My honest thoughts is no, I don't think Tony Khan needs to hire too many talent because it will make no offense to Tony. It will just get to a point where you have so many wrestlers on that we'll just see the same wrestlers on every single goddamn week.
Yeah, the problem is it isn't when you think about it, it's not really a problem of too much talent. It's the fact that most of them are going to get lost in the shuffle and the show's going to become unoriginal.
Okay, what are your takes, Matthew?
I think honestly, if I were Mr. Khan, which I'm not, I'd see if there'd be a way to maybe, and like the really when you think about it, the problem is when he canceled the Ring of Honor weekly show. Like
Yeah,
that is no longer a thing. That gives Ring of Honor no option but to air matches that would normally happen there on Dynamite or Rampage.
yeah. That's a fair point. I mean, like, also, because, like, don't get me wrong, like, all these titles all the Ring of Honor titles have their prestige, but don't you think it would just make sense to just, I don't know, unify those titles?
Yeah, or like make a new AEW show on something that isn't a Turner Network. Hell, even call it like AEW Honor or something, and have the ROH roster be a part of that show.
Yeah, because I'm gonna be honest, I know that we're supposed to, say about, about stuff, but I honestly feel like sometimes when I'm watching Rampage, I honestly sometimes feel like something when I'm watching like on Rampage, but mostly on Rampage, that nothing on that show honestly feels important, or like because like something I might be watching on Dynamite may be affected on Rampage, or like they don't really like feel the same. They feel like you could just have one thing that could affect that show because nothing really important seems to happen on either brand, on either show.
Yeah, and it's that I feel like is making people realize that yeah, AEW was good when it started, but all good things must come to an end, and now they're honestly getting bored.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong, them being TV 14 is definitely something different. And
Yeah,
keeping track of the win-loss record. That will I admit. Like, all right, you want to talk about some things that AEW has improved on is them having a win-loss record, because I have not really said this before. At first I thought it was kind of stupid, but the more I think about it, the more it makes every match seem important.
yeah. And the timer is going off. We'll be right back after this.
Yep. Hello, everybody, and we are back with topic number 2. It is WWE going mobile with their takeovers in 2023.
And it's not a are they, it's they are.
All right, my fucking bad. They are going. But my honest thoughts on this is it's honestly interesting and about time that they have done that. But my honest take is don't get me wrong, I'm glad that they're gonna be like going to different cities again going forward. I just hope that they make their takeovers still very enjoyable to watch and not really boring.
Yeah, I hope so too.
What are your takes on this?
My thoughts are it's great, especially if the next event happens before the Rumble.
Because I have heard is that their first major their first one on the road is going to be a Vengeance Day.
Yeah, that's in February, which I mean it could be before the Chamber, since WWE premium live events are moving back to Sunday next year.
Yeah, my honest take on this is hey, don't get me wrong, I'm glad that they're going mobile and glowing to different sort of locations, but Didn't you also mention that they might not be going to some massive events? Venues?
I said massive venues.
Right, venues, right. I mean,
Yeah.
like, my honest take on that is, like, I get it, but it's just, like, there aren't that really, there aren't that really kind of there aren't that really many arenas that have lower attendance record. Like, the only things I can think of are, like, college venues.
Yeah, but let me put it to you this way. If you're
Yeah?
not going to an arena where like a Raw or SmackDown would be taped, this could give us a chance for some interesting stages, like custom stages for said event.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong, when they did, like, in your house or all that sort of stuff, no offense, but those stages were just dog shit. Just plop it on the Titantron and just be like, oh yeah.
Okay, they
whatever."
didn't do that for the original NXT at your house.
No. They actually had a stage.
Original NXT in your house. They brought the actual stage from when that was an actual event.
Yeah, my honest takes on this is, like, don't get me wrong, like, you know what, this is a new take, is, with them doing new live events in new locations, are they still going to have takeovers, or are they going to use old WWE or ECW or WCW pay-per-view names for takeovers?
The word takeover is dead now. They don't refer to it as a takeover anymore.
Yeah,
It's
that
just NXT blank.
yeah. I mean, like, and I'm gonna put this on the record. This is something just I want, and I want people to agree or disagree. I don't really give a fuck. But I think NXT or the main roster should bring back Cyber Sunday or Terrabin or Tuesday, whatever it was called.
Taboo Tuesday.
Taboo Tuesday, thank you. I honestly think that they should bring those back because nowadays, and I'm just saying this, it totally works today's day and age.
Yeah, in the day of social media, Cyber Sunday or Taboo Tuesday would totally work. Hell,
Honestly.
why not bring back both? Have Taboo Tuesday be a television special for NXT and have Cyber Sunday be a WWE pay-per-view.
Yeah, all right. My honest thoughts, on them going mobile, like, don't get me wrong, I'm looking forward to it. I know that we're probably going to have a bunch of banger of matches, but because I'm just wondering, like, it might get to the place where, it might just be like, they might come up with, like, terrible pay-per-view names or something. It could just be something really bad that they could come up with.
Yeah,
Something
I
original.
think they're gonna have to for any of them if the takeover is removed.
Yeah.
Like takeover got removed after 31. When you think about it,
Which is impressive. 31 takeovers. Like, damn.
well, no, actually, I just rethought about it. It was more like after the first Stand and Deliver is when takeover got removed.
Yeah, that's right. What are your take? Well, you got any more thoughts you want to add?
I'm excited to see what they do on the road.
Yeah. My final thoughts before we wrap this up is I'm wondering, like, on what kind of cities, and will this just be in the US or will they also just include around the world?
What do I always say on this podcast? Only time will tell. We'll be back with the prediction battle. And we are back with the third and final topic. It's prediction battle time, ladies and gents.
The final one of the year.
Yeah, this is not our holiday special, but we'll probably be doing that in about like 2 weeks or something.
Yeah, but this is the last take. This is the last pay-per-view of the entire year. Last one. That's it. What's the punishment?
Golly.
What's the
The
punishment?
punishment is the loser will have to watch a bad holiday movie before the next prediction battle in February or January, I should say.
Yeah, January 6th, the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Matthew, what is again, this is for NXT TakeOver Deadline. First kind pay-per-view. So what is the first match?
All right, the first match that I'm going to do, I'm actually going to reverse of how it's listed.
Okay, what do you got?
Alba Fire versus Ilsa Dawn.
Okay, I'm gonna be completely fucking honest. I have no idea who the other one is.
I'm pretty sure she's the one who cost Alba the NXT Women's title.
All right, my honest thought, I'm gonna go with Alba Fire.
All right.
And you got the other person, obviously.
And yeah, that and obviously due to our last prediction battle, you had the first pick.
I do. All right, what's the next one?
The next one is, let me check. Yes, the NXT Championship match between Pretty Deadly and the New Day.
What? Yeah, for some reason the new.
Yeah.
New Day getting an NXT Tag Team title shot for no reason.
To be fair, when Xavier Woods was in NXT, there was no such thing as.
True. No. I'm not really the honest biggest fan. Even as characters, I'm honestly not really a biggest fan of Pretty Deadly, but I mean they are heels, and I don't really like. I'm gonna be honest, they're heels. I don't really like. I know I'm supposed to not like Pretty Deadly. That's the good. They're doing their job. If I don't like them, but I'm honestly not a big fan of their characters. I would pick the New Day honestly, because I honestly think the New Day.
Let me guess what you're going to say. Since the main roster stars, Pretty Deadly is going to win to keep the titles in NXT.
Yes, I'm going with Pretty Deadly. Although I honestly would be. Although if the New Day wins, I think that they could honestly bring some value to the NXT tag team titles.
I can agree with you on that.
And I think that this will also be. And I also think this will be a really good match.
Oh, for sure. All right, I'm actually going to skip the next match since I'm pretty sure this is going to be the main event. Now we're on to our first Iron Survivor match.
Which one? The men's?
Women's Iron Survivor.
Okay, Matthew, would you name the participants in said match?
With pleasure. They are. Once I can find it. Yes. Zoe Stark, Cora Jade, Roxanne Perez, Kiana James, and Indy Hartwell.
Now I will say I'm not really sure if whoever wins this match honestly has a chance of winning the NXT Women's Championship.
We were trying to. Travis sent me an audio message. We're supposed to predict this. Since there are 5 people, I suggest we each have one backup and leave the other one as a wild card.
That's a good idea. All right. I'm gonna go with
You were saying?
I am going to go with Indy Hartwell and Zoe Starks.
Okay. And I with the former best friends Cora Jade and Roxanne Perez.
Oh, well, I mean, yeah. Although I'm gonna be honest, I don't really. Since you can gain a point by pinfall or submission or disqualification, and there is don't get me wrong, this match is going to be interesting to watch happen, but I honestly wouldn't want to be the last person to enter. Because I don't know if that's going to be an advantage. Because I don't know if that's going to be an advantage or not.
Yeah, they really should reduce it to like 4 minutes because for 25, with someone entering at 5-minute intervals, that means the last person will be entering when the timer is 0.
All right, next match.
The next match I'm going to do is the Survivor.
Participants.
Oh, right. Carmelo Hayes, JD, Joe Gacy, Grayson Waller, and Axiom.
My pick is I'm gonna go with JD McDonough, considering that this man is willing to do anything to get.
And your backup?
And my backup is just because I think this man is ready. I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with the three-time NXT North American champion Carmelo Hayes.
All right.
Who do you got?
As for my picks, my main pick who I think is going to win. I'm gonna say he reminds me so much of Miz and Braun Breaker's a babyface. I'm going with Grayson Waller.
Oh yeah.
Backup is, I need to make sure I spell his name correctly, the man who honestly is doing a great Green Ranger honor, Axiom.
Who is, fun fact everyone, is the NXT UK wrestler A-Kid.
Yeah.
Fun fact.
I was surprised to find that out.
Honestly? Yeah, okay. And the main...
You guys notice I've neglected a match. To be honest, this was the third from the bottom.
And probably going to be one of the main events.
Yeah, I feel like there are 3 main events for this show, though.
Yeah.
All right,
what's the match?
NXT Championship versus Apollo Crews.
Now, I will say, for as long as Braun Breaker has been the NXT champion, the heart and soul of this NXT 2.0, whatever NXT current this is.
NXT writing, referring it to as things.
Yeah.
Words.
Yeah. I think that I honestly am gonna go with Apollo.
Okay.
Because
I would like to mention that Apollo said when he returned to NXT that he can stay there as long as he wants.
Yeah, and I honestly think that maybe giving Apollo Crews the NXT Championship could really level it, because it is a dude that has held main roster gold, and now could held the top prize in NXT. For maybe down the line after Roman Reigns eventually loses, if he ever does lose the title, as a
Oh,
future.
we'll see at WrestleMania next year, dude.
Yeah, because if Roman, that's my pick. But I also think that this is going to be a real test for Braun Breaker, honestly.
Yeah, because Apollo, and like we've seen this firsthand, he is very athletic.
Yeah, same with you got two beefy athletic dudes, and you got the top prize in NXT on the line. You're gonna have a
It's
banger.
gonna, yeah. And that's our show. Roll that outro. Thank you for listening to Add Odds, hosted by the Unbreakable Spirit
And the Executioner.
edited by the Unbreakable Spirit. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at MTS_life_0126.
You can follow me on Instagram at DanTravis21, and you can also follow me on the Twitter at DanTheExecutioner21.
And you can follow the podcast at Odds Podcast. We'll be back next week with more debates and discussions, but until then, the Executioner and the Unbreakable Spirit will still be at odds.
Thank you, losers.